Hello and good evening. Today is the 25th day of November, and we're doing the 30 days of Christmas. I started last night. Here's my angel, Gracie. She's normally outside. I bring her in the evening. We're here on a outside shopping center area, so it's an outside historic square, but I just want her to be safe and sound inside, so I bring her in. So this is the 30 days of Christmas, and I shared with you last night that we're going to work on the preparation for next year, meaning that, when people say next year, it's just a continuation. So it's a mindset thing. So today is the 25th of November. Yes, it's the 11th month of 2025. January 1st will beginning 2026. So it's a mindset thing, that transition from this year to next. But really, quite frankly, it's just a continuation of what you are planning. So my 5 C's are a tool that you can use, and you can find them on propel.megandimartino.com/info. And that is my link tree. And on that, you find the Propel program. It's a program with the 5 C's to start, scale, and sustain the business and life of your dreams. The 5 C's are clarity, courage, confidence, commitment, and compassion. And during these basically 5 weeks, December 1st is Monday, so really, it's really the finish of this week, and next will be 4 weeks till January 1st. So we're going to, or to Christmas, let's just say that, and we'll do a special refresher that last week going into January 1st. But we're going to stay these days until next week on clarity, because I want you to set a foundation and really see and believe and know in your heart what you want to do. But without having clarity, you really cannot start anything. You'll waffle, you'll vacillate, you'll go from one idea to the next. But if you are clear of what you want to do, so for instance, I do a lot of things. I have a clinic here. We do regenerative stem cell therapy. I work with a company called LifeWave, non-transdermal stem cell activation patch, and other non-dermal patches which activate the body to regenerate and repair. Extraordinary science. I manufacture a clinical skincare line. Novitas Spa Clinicals have been doing that for years, 35 years. The products are sold to the consumer through our website, novitasspa.com, and also to other salons, spas, medical spas, wholesale. And we do have an affiliate program, and all of that is on our website, novitasspa.com. But again, on this link tree, which is propel.megandimartino.com/info, you can find the Novitas Spa website, you can find the Propel program, and you can join the Propel community. And I truly encourage you to do that, because it'll give you insight to the whole Propel philosophy and program. And you receive many things, but one is a daily just a little message as you open your phone in the morning of encouragement and inspiration. Great way to start your day. But that's not clarity. Clarity is really going within and really seeking, asking God for that guidance of direction. But you know within your spirit what you really want to do. And so even though I have also a vintage little clothing business, this is thrifted. I have no idea how old this is. This tank is probably from either Walmart or not TJ, but Old Navy. But the point is that you put things together. But I don't want to deviate. I do many things, but the really thread of that clarity, guys, there are 2 things: my passion and my purpose. My passion is to create. My purpose is to help you. identify your dreams, goals, and desires. Now, creating is, for me, is creating things that help other people. So that's why I'm so passionate about LifeWave and this non-transdermal stem cell activation patch, because A, it's very affordable, and B, it really, really works. The body was designed by God to heal itself. And quite frankly, we as humans all have stem cells in our body, but at 30, they're 50% dormant. At 60, they're 90% dormant. So inflammation sets into the body, and that's where disease happens. So it's about building that GHK-Cu copper peptides, which are in your body, which will then flood the body and activate those dormant stem cells. I see people there. I'll come over and say hello in a minute. We're talking about clarity. We're talking about gaining clarity of what you want to do, what you are doing. Are you doing what makes your heart sing? Are you doing what you know as you know, even though you might have a job or you're, in a sense, thinking of doing other things, but is that what's going to make your heart sing? So you have to go within and really seek that, inner knowingness of what you're doing. And it's always going to evolve. So let me say hello first, and then I'm going to go on to an exercise for you. Hello, Drake and Devin. Hello there. And Jeanette, good to see you. And, well, we're talking about preparing for 2026. But as I said earlier, that 26, or the new year, so to speak, is a benchmark. But basically, every day leads us to the next day. So you have to have that daily method of operation to prepare. I have built 4 7-figure businesses, sold 3, and they're in the beauty and wellness space. I'm sitting in my clinic here in the lobby, just ready to end the day, but wanted to come on. I'm doing 30 days of Christmas. I started last night on the 24th, and we'll go through Christmas Day. So it's those 30 days leading up to the holiday. Or throughout, I should really say, not just the holiday, but preparing for next year. So I want to give you tools, because that is my purpose. My purpose is to help you identify your dreams, goals, and desires. So in these 30 days, I want you to really marinate on what makes your heart sing. What do you love to do? I've always been grew up on Long Island, outside of New York City. New York City was my, creative palette. As a kid, we would go into the city all the time and just walk and walk and walk, and it's part of my DNA. And I've always known that I was going to create. So I developed a medical grade, it wasn't called that in those days, but a clinical result-oriented skincare line back in 1992. It was based on alpha hydroxyglycolic acid. Long story, I'm not going to get into that tonight. But what I am saying is that a lot of this, by the way, on this link tree, propel.megandimartino.com/info, is my TED Talk. And my TED Talk I did last October, and it was really about, and the title is Transforming the Human Experience Through Creative Disruption. Now, that's a fancy name that they gave it, but the bottom line, or the essence of it, was that I have been creating these things for years and years, but they stem from the genesis of knowing that I wanted to create something in the fashion beauty arena. Again, the story's long. I also have a book. It's called Hope and Possibilities Just Over the Horizon. It's never too early or too late to create the life of your dreams. Bottom line, it's never too early. Never. And it's never too late. Never, never, never. I mean, I'm still creating, so I'm not going to stop just because I'm XYZ age. No, it's what's in my spirit, what's in my heart, what God has put me on this planet to do. So you know that God has a plan for you. I mean, it's just fact. But we abort those I don't want to call them a calling, but the essence that's in your spirit by not really waiting and listening and praying. Prayer is just a conversation with God and just being guided to what the plan is for you. So the first C of the 5 C's is clarity. So I'm going to give you a little exercise. Let me see who's here now. And, oh, thank you. My jacket looks nice. As I said, this is I thrifted this. And I'm always popping in and looking, going into Goodwill and consignment shops and resale shops and so forth, because I do have a business. And I'm going to start selling things on TikTok and Instagram. I'm not so sure when, but probably after the holiday. I'm doing some, it's called cactus flower trading. And it is really my archives. I don't want to get off the subject, but again, that has evolved because I love doing it. So why not take things that I love doing, even though it doesn't take away from my skincare business, my regenerative wellness business? It doesn't. It's just part and parcel of everything I do. So I want to give you an assignment, and I want you, and I'm on every night. So you can go back and listen to me last night. I just started, but during the summer I did 75 days. I started May 30th and I did it up through my birthday, August 12th, every day, every night. So that's all here. So subscribe to my YouTube page, and also this is going to be a podcast, as a 75 days is. You can go to Spotify under Megan DiMartino. Also have a podcast where I interview people. That's called Propel Deep Dive. It's another thing you get when you join the community. You get all those archives. And I started podcasting in 20, and that was called Unique Leaders Live. And I did that. Didn't stop, but I just transitioned it into the Propel Deep Dive when I started building that Propel brand in 22. So it all evolves, guys. It's never too early or too late. One thing leads to the next. So my assignment for you is I want you to write down, take a notebook and just use it for these 5 weeks that we're working together, and put on it Megan DiMartino, Propel, 30 Days of Christmas, whatever you want, or all of it. But what I want you to do is I want you to write down what you're expecting, what the God breathed alignment and realignment. Because when I say realignment, it's really knowing if you're on the right path. I did an e-blast, which is coming out tomorrow morning, and when you join the Propel community, you will get all this. But it's speaking about course correction, looking at if you need to. Meaning if you started this year with certain things in your mind to do, and you've done some, but you got off on a tangent, and you know now that you need to do a course correction, well, now is the time to do that. Now is the time to take that assessment and see what you need to do to lay the foundation to go forward. So I want you to write down what you're expecting, what you're looking for, what do you want to do. Just write it. Just keep writing, that God-breathed alignment with your spirit and that realignment. And that will begin to build that clarity of what God has that plan for you. So it's journaling is great because you have an opportunity to get it out of your spirit and really kind of not only marry with it, but see it, because there's something powerful when you see something, when you really see it, instead getting it out of your mind, getting it out of your spirit and putting it down. It's like writing it on tablets, and so it's a decree and a declaration when you're writing it down. Then you can speak it too, that I decree and declare that I am going to, build LifeWave to a multi-million-dollar company. That is one of the things I am on the path to do, and I'm going to do it. I've started, and I'm building it. But that, I'm decreeing, declaring it. But I write it down, and I write a Bible verse every day, and then I write in the same journal, and I write what I'm grateful for. It's the week of Thanksgiving, great time, but you should do that every day. Gratitude is the fertilizer for, you've heard the term seed time harvest. Well, gratitude is what is feeding that seed, that's, fertilizing it and watering it and helping it evolve and grow. So there's a few others, but I think it's all Devin. Okay, great. So I hope I clarified that, Devin, of what we're talking about. So I do want you to take a tablet, a notebook, and start just writing what you see, what you believe, and then we'll work on taking action. But let's stay in the clarity place right now, okay? So this is the second day, but it's the bottom line is it's 30 days of Christmas, And there's Miss Grace, my angel. I love her. And this is in the boutique, just to show. Now, I did a fundraiser here last Thursday night, and those wreaths down there are going to be leaving here this weekend for an auction, which is Monday night, for one of the nonprofits in this area called the Georgetown Project, and it's for kids after school project. But I had a lot of people here, and in a couple of the rooms in the clinic, I have all of my cactus flower trading, so it was all in there. But this was, where folks were, and look, and these are the wreaths for. And here's information about Life Wave, and this is my skincare products down at the end. But anyhow, so that's what we're gonna do. So roll up your sleeves, work with me. I know this will help you. This will help you, as I said, over the horizon. You just start and don't stop. I shared last night one of my favorite quotes, which is for all of this, is Eleanor Roosevelt, that yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery. God's gift to us is today. Today. That's why they call it the present. So thanks for joining me tonight. And if you're not here now, thank you for coming on. Subscribe, share this, share with other people to join us, and we will see you tomorrow in 30 days of Christmas. I'm Megan DiMartino, and thank you, and be blessed.